And just like that, we back, baby.
We got the
gotta keep it smooth and not come back through,
Hell yeah. I got to tell you, man, I just had some of that salad, and I finished up the pasta that we had. They fucking make some good salad, dude.
I know, right?
That salad alone, bro. Two people could eat that.
Oh, yeah. That's the antipasta
Fucking
salad.
nice.
Antipasta.
And then what is the fucking...
the sauce?
Yeah.
It's like a vinaigrette. It's like a house vinaigrette.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Nice.
That's why I keep ordering it, because it's so good.
Yeah,
and then we have some left over, too.
Yeah, it's tasty.
What'd you think of the pizza, Zeke? You've been there all the time.
It hit the spot.
Right?
Always does.
Right, always does. Oh, man.
I'd say Johnny at Caps, man. Good people. And that's what it is. Sometimes, the pizza's great. I think the pizza tastes good also because of the atmosphere, the vibration, the frequency of the place. When you go in there, even the customers are chilled. Like, it's like whatever attitude they had, they leave it at the fucking door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going to go to Caps and have some pizza.
Something about that building.
Yeah, something about it, man. It's just the atmosphere. It's just a good spot,
I always think I go in there and see Zeke's little thing up there.
Sure.
It's like a Notre Dame banner, and it's got the Zeke
That's cool.
on there.
I'm proud to have it up there.
Cool?
Yeah.
I always see it. Every time I see it, like, there it is. Fuck yeah, man.
But that's what I go back to. It's a small town, man. It's like a big deal. You know what I mean?
And we have to protect our small town.
We have to. And that's what it's all about too. Because you got these fucking people trying to destroy it.
Yeah.
The barefoots and all that. You know what I mean?
Can't have that.
Yeah. Because our kids are in these schools and all this other stuff. We got to think about them. Like, when Zeke, Rondell and my son Josh were in school, it was different. I don't know. Like. Today's school is like all fucked up, man. I'm kind of grateful that my kids are growing up.
Zeke's like,
school was weird when we were in school too.
So. It was weird, but it wasn't as weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just talked to another friend. I seen him at the gas station one morning when I'm taking my girl to work, and he goes, bro, you remember those he's like, how crazy time has changed? He said, do you remember when we had those bomb threats for a week at school? I said, can you imagine getting those now?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's we were joking when that shit was happening. We were like, oh yeah, they're gonna call it in anyways. We were that shit now.
Bro, let me tell you something. Remember when you guys dressed up like girls and were walking up?
I see it. Yeah, Josh did. Yeah, they did for homecoming.
You know that they would have fucking. They would have canceled your ass today.
Now,
it's true.
Yeah, it would have been like a big deal. Like, you're making fun of. So it's just things have changed. Yeah. And we got to look at that. And so it hurts kids young people like Zeke who came into school and wanted to play football. I think it hurts those kids, those opportunities like that. Hey, listen, they're looking to cut you.
A lot more distractions.
Yeah, too many distractions.
A lot more distractions. That's
too
exactly
many,
what it is.
And that's what it is that the kids aren't focused anymore. Back in the day, in order to fucking play football, you had to have a certain GPA. You couldn't play otherwise. It is what it is.
The phones, everything. It's the fucking technology. Yeah. It's everything that they're distracted by everything outside themselves. They're not shown that they have the power within. They're shown.
I don't think you guys had phones in high school, really, right?
No, my friends did. They all had phones, but my dad, he didn't let me have a phone.
I don't think I let Josh have a phone.
Remember, you had to call my grandma.
I don't think I let Josh have a phone either. I was funny about that because I said, nah, you're gonna get all fucked up on the phone.
Yeah. So you tell us more about how you got into the breathing with your how you did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So my grandma, she does Qigong, and she suggested that I try it. And then I took a couple of classes with a guy who's been teaching Qigong for a very long time here in Vero, John Walcott. And then I, really started to feel its effects and believe in the philosophy, and I developed a regular practice for it, and things were feeling good. So I started studying it to be as like an instructor, and then I started teaching some classes on the beach and at the Intergenerational Center, and
So I just offered him the gym, seriously, because we could do it at the gym too.
yeah, that would be really cool.
Oh,
So
yeah. I'd like to
some
do that.
Qigong, Tai Chi, breath work type stuff, and then I took a freedive class, like a formal one, because I had been freediving before, but like it was just spearfishing. So I was like, okay, me and my buddy who I grew up with, Martin, we went to Utila, and I took a freedive course there, and that really kind of opened my mind to like, okay, how can you use water to relax? Like when I'm surfing, I'm not really like too relaxed.
Gotcha.
But now that I had that newfound like understanding of the breath, now I can get a lot more relaxed in my surfing, and the awareness of the breath really had a lot of carryover to a lot of other things that I was doing, whether it was like performance based or whatever, just to give me an overall sense of calmness.
Yeah. That makes sense. No, that's cool that she turned you on to that. Now you're turning it into some kind of a, opportunity for yourself to pass that on to other people and to show other people how you can do that with your breathing and heal yourself.
Yeah, my goal is to just be a facilitator of an experience for you to kind of feel the power of connecting with your breath and being mindful of the nature and all of its, because nature is perfectly balanced.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of like taking the time to align with that frequency, and through that you'll have an inward balance that has like an outward effect on your life.
Wow, I like that. I like the way you worded it, and how it all like comes together into the balance. I mean, I want to really try that out.
He said he could teach it at the gym.
Yeah, that would be badass. Dude.
That would be badass.
Yeah.
I mean, because
that would be cool.
Oh yeah.
I just did. I mean, it says here like pretty much it is a system of conditioned body posture, movement, breathing, meditation. It's pretty badass, man.
Nice. Yeah. No, it's like moving meditation. That's really, I mean,
moving meditation.
There's lots of different styles of breathing, right? Different techniques, different backgrounds that have their own sort of school of thought. And I've kind of taken bits and pieces as I've grown, and it helps me, like, because of football and training, I started to really understand like how the body works and moves and stuff like that. Yeah. So, it helped me with my awareness and how to explain it.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, that's fucking sweet.
So is this something that you practice all the time?
Yeah.
Everyday thing.
Yeah, I practice this, and I slackline and use bands. Those are kind of like the different workouts that I do, but definitely always breath work. Qigong or breath holds, whether it's like square breathing where you're breathing in for 4, holding for 4 with a long exhale, 8 seconds, and then 4. So like in, hold, out, hold. Square breathing.
Square breathing.
Yeah, I do that with I actually do that since I went to a yoga class. And the girl, something that she stuck with me, she said, just do this every day. It's simple. You stand up, put your head all the way down, touch the floor, let your hamstrings kind of like, and just breathe. Hold it, then come up, like hold it, let it go. And then you come up halfway like a table, hold it, go back down, and then hold it.
Yeah.
Then you go all the way up.
So you're connecting with
all
your
the way
breath.
up, yeah. And then you come down to... it's short breathing. There's movement, but there's breathing. It's a lot of it is stillness. Okay. As you stay down, you're not like moving, you're not jerking, you're just there, and you're breathing, and you do the 4-second hold.
Huh.
You breathe out as much as you can.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. Then hold it. Yeah, she has said that to me. I would love to do this.
All right. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, man. I mean, and it's funny because it's like kind of simple, but when you put your intentions and stuff with it behind it, then it has a greater effect.
Like you said, the outward effect. The outward effect now, because you're going within and then you're exuding the outward effect, and then you're manifesting on your outside world.
You think that helps a lot with your free diving?
Oh yeah, definitely.
How long can you hold your breath now?
Yeah, right.
5 minutes.
Wow,
Damn.
that's fucking sick,
Fuck.
dude.
You're a fucking mermaid now.
Yeah, you're a mermaid.
You're a mermaid now.
He's a
There you
merman.
go.
He's a merman.
Yeah.
A merman.
Did she get you into this?
Merman. Dad.
No, it
5
was
minutes.
it was kind of the opposite. It was just divine timing, really.
Right.
I'm gone after 5 minutes.
Right.
You know, things
I'm out of there.
like we talked about signs and stuff, and you know, anyways, so she kind of like was doing her thing, and then we met, and then we kind of like did our thing, and then we kind of, you know, she was like, oh, I want to do free diving because it would help with my mermaiding.
Okay.
You know, and then through that, there was there was a course, but like with the freedive people that the association Patty, they created their own mermaid course.
Huh.
And so it was like just a very crazy coincidence or alignment,
Right.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
But we ended up like going on a beautiful day to Troy Springs and diving with one of the course directors from Patty. And so like from there, I mean, we had already sort of had this idea of creating a retreat style thing, and then they created the course, and it just kind of like all meshed together. So now she offers free diving with mermaiding.
Right. I was just gonna say. Sound perfect.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome.
And so through that, like you're facilitating experience for people to kind of like free themselves in a way, like have a very freeing experience.
He can sell this shit,
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
You
I'm
know?
buying, bro.
Yeah.
Where do I sign?
But like so, and we show them the springs, and we try to promote, like I mentioned before, like
Nature.
sustainability, you know, and in nature, and you know, we have such a beautiful place that we live in, and we want to make it last. So
Yeah.
the springs are definitely a great example of, you know, that ultimate
experience,
creator, you know?
Yeah.
The ultimate, I mean, and it's like the fountain of youth. You get in the water and it's so clear, and, you know, it's gotten worse, but
Yeah. Has it gotten worse?
yeah, it's gotten worse, and that's hard to ignore, and it's the sad truth.
Yeah.
But we do what we can, and I believe
It's almost spiritual to you. I can see it.
yeah, we do what we can.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
we're gonna
Yeah.
do more. We're gonna clean it up. It's it's reversing itself. We're reversing it back to the world's gonna go back to what it was once before. Like you're saying.
We might not be here for it.
Well, that's the thing. I want to be
But
here
at least
for it,
we
but
put the
at
steps
least-
toward it.
yeah.
The Last of Us. Did you guys
Correct.
watch that?
No, I haven't seen it.
I've
Yet.
been watching it.
It's good.
Is it?
I've been
Yeah.
watching. I'm on the 3rd episode.
Is it okay?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
just
Yeah.
telling
We
them
just
about
finished.
like how scientists are saying like that zombie outbreak is only 2 steps away.
The cordyceps.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the mushroom zombies.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's
Hey, you never know, man. Life is short. You gotta capitalize on the now.
Yeah, because
the
it's not
TGI,
something-
TGI now. That's why we call it TGI now. It's living in the now.
But that
present
show, The
moment.
Last of Us, that he's talking about. I mean, it's a virus. It's a fungus.
Yeah.
You know
Is
what
it?
I mean? Like a mushroom, and it's. I mean, it's not something that's not like, oh shit, that's out of this world. No, that's something that could fucking
it could
happen
really
for
happen.
real. You think about it. I mean, because people could flip out. I mean, get their bodies to a point, their brain to a point where they're. I mean, because their brains were even exposed. It was like kind
Right.
of fucking
Wow,
weird.
I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's
I haven't
pretty
watched
sick.
It yet.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
Last-
sick,
The
yeah.
Last of
Last of
Us.
You got to get through the first episode.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to get through the first episode, honestly.
Right.
The first episode to me was like a little like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But once you get through the first episode and you get into the second episode, it's the same guy from Magdalorian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Mandalorian.
Right. He's the Magdalorian.
Yeah,
like
I know
he's the
you're
actual.
talking
Yeah,
about.
it's
Yeah.
the same guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to get to that point, so we got to fix it now, Zeke. TGI now.
Right. Or slow the process.
Slow the process.
Yeah, but
wanna-
I think, again, if we go back to if we just all in one collective manifest good shit, you know.
It's gonna happen.
I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, you know.
We're on that path, man. I think we're in an age of conscious awakening with all of the acceptance now with the psychedelic, you know, therapy and all the other conscious awakenings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we are.
It's the new world, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a new earth. You know, we're going to we're going to help create it. Like you said, I don't know if we'll be here for it, but we're going to help to usher it in. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think we're close though, because I noticed that a lot of people are synchronized. A lot of people are thinking alike. More people are thinking alike. You know, like years ago, we could have had this conversation. People would say, "What the fuck is wrong with y'all?" Straight up.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's for real.
It's true.
More people now are thinking alike.
Well,
thinking like, wow, you know, manifestation. You know, really watch your thoughts, and you know, we weren't talking like that before.
No, there's levels to it. There's levels to each level. You know.
So I think that more people are now are coming closer. Like when we saw that New Earth thing. We're getting closer to the atmosphere, so our frequency is getting closer to that frequency, so we're able to manifest things in a. I mean, I play with it
quicker. You manifest things faster. I mean, I look at Zeke and his life and where he's at now, based on everything I've just heard, all the things I've understood, and he's living in you went from a 3D reality to a 4D reality to you're stepping into a 5D reality. You're seeing things with a different lens, and you're knowing that you're there. Hard to stay there. Sometimes you got to go back down a little bit, but you go back in. You go in and out, in and out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I feel most in it when I'm in the water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
It's spiritual. When he was talking
about
it, when he was talking about, I was watching him.
Yeah.
It's almost spiritual.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you see the transformation in your how you feel about it.
But remember what he was saying earlier in the podcast. Like he grew up like, you know, very athletic, very energetic. You know, learning. I mean, if he was, God forgive me, if he was a fat fuck, you know what I mean, he wouldn't be doing this.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, he'd have to change his life in
he
another
would have
way.
to change his life.
Right.
He was already there. So getting to this point, I mean, not breathing underwater for 5 minutes, bro. That's like fucking super
crazy.
nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit, I probably could do a minute and a half, 2 minutes,
Well-
and that's like a push.
Well, we talk about like all the the superheroes and everything like that, and how much more powerful that we are, right? Well, it's like that same thing with Aquaman. It's the same thing with all the different superheroes. We have those powers. We just have to step into them with our
I think
dormant
about
DNA.
Goggins, bro. How Goggins says, like, you know, we stop at 60%.
Yeah.
Gotta
We could
love
go
that
to
dude.
100.
Right.
It's the truth, though. We do. Like, he did 70 miles, bro, with broken feet. Toes was crushed because that's what he thought was enough.
Yeah.
No, man, you have so much more. Like I said about the immune system, we have so much more inside of us. All we gotta do is just pull it out.
Pull it out. Yeah, you gotta.
We're way more capable than you
Yeah,
think you are.
absolutely.
You gotta get to that point to know it.
Yeah,
You know.
you're right. Yeah, you have to step into it. You have to step into your power, step into your new role. Like that's what you did. You stepped into your new role. This is your new venture. You're going to do these things.
Yeah.
You're going to teach people to do breathing exercises. It's going to help to teach us. I
Oh,
want
you're gonna I wanna learn. I'm in
I want to do it for
100%.
sure.
Yeah, we'll set up the
because I
gym.
meditate and I get into that part, but I want to take it to another level. I mean, I've gotten to meditation states where I've been have a psychedelic experience.
Yeah.
But I want to take it to another level, and that's
Yeah, usually we start with like a
It's
chi
like Tai Chi,
scattering,
yeah.
chi scattering exercise where you get the blood flowing through like shaking and tapping. So you're getting that lymphatic drainage system to work naturally on its own through your own rhythm.
Gotcha.
Through your own like electrical impulses, right? So you're like doing shaking and tapping and just getting loose and just like moving in your body in a way that like you don't normally do. And who cares if you look like a fucking whack job?
Yeah.
Like, you know, because you're aligning with your own sort of
Energy, right.
sounds, beats, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like tuning into yourself, and you know, you do have the ability to heal, and it just takes a little bit of time to tap into that.
Yeah, that's so true. And everything you're experiencing now, and then you said in the back when we were eating Cap's Pizza about you traveled, you did some recent traveling.
That was through Brandy's deal. She got a hook up with Patty to go over there, and it's actually not supposed to be like, I'm sure I can talk about it, but she wasn't supposed to put anything out until International Mermaid Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So that
which
was all
is
building
coming
up to that. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, we went out there to work with Patty
And that was New Zealand?
In New Zealand.
Okay.
And basically, we were working with Tourism New Zealand. And that's all I can really say. We were out there for 2 weeks, and they had a cyclone that had just hit, so I didn't really get to go over and surf like in the western part of the North Island.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because it was blocked off.
Gotcha.
So it was still a really cool trip, though.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
New Zealand.
What a beautiful place, man. I mean,
How are the people there? People cool?
yeah, you know, I think they're cool. Like, we didn't really get to see a lot of New Zealand, but from my experience, you had not so cool people that were like impatient drivers, and then you had like nice people like that would wave to you and stuff.
like most of society.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Human beings.
Yeah.
3D reality.
It is. It was pretty normal, but definitely want to go back and explore more of the South Island.
Yeah.
But when we went out in the water, I mean, it was amazing getting to see that and be in that water. It was cool.
What I'll ask another question because Rondell, he knows you, so I'll ask. Like, what was your most memorable experience playing in the NFL? Like, what was your like that one time you were just like, wow, this is like fucking this is cool. Like,
Man, I would probably have to say the Packers game.
that game, yeah, I figured
Yeah.
that, yeah.
The
Yeah.
Packers game was really
That
it
just was- that was
it was
it.
a wild experience. I mean, that was
Lambeau Field.
that was football to me.
Yeah.
You know, like this is what football's all about. You're playing in shitty weather. You got a broken hand.
Right?
Like,
Warrior mode.
you know, yeah, exactly. And that's what a lot of guys go through, man. My story is happens all too often.
Exactly,
And you know, hopefully they got the help that they needed.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I'm grateful to all my friends and family and people that have come through my circle to kind of help me see where I need to go.
Exactly.
You
You
know?
know, because we have to help each other, and so that's
Yeah.
what you got, that support system. And you have a
Yeah.
great support system. Your father, I know your father, and
Yeah.
I've seen him in the community and helping youth in the community, doing fundraising, nonprofit, raising money, keeping kids active, keeping them off their phone. He's out there trying to curb the reality that we're dealing with, you know, and
Right.
and I commend him for that too, and I see why you are the way you are, and it's fucking
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah, we're kind of opposite, but the same in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But
it's
yeah,
still
he's a
there.
great coach for sure.
Yeah, yeah, he is. Yeah, Rondell, we've talked about that on the
man.
thing about some. What was the one about the water?
Oh man, remember how he used to do you when he used to be like, "Hey, you guys thirsty?" And the kids that are just coming up from JV, they didn't know better, so they'd be like, "Yeah, I'm thirsty," and "Oh, shut up, bro!"
Yeah.
Like, shut up, bro. He's playing with us, bro.
Man, yeah.
Now we not getting water for 2 hours.
Man, he thought he was Denzel from
Right?
Remember the Titans. Water's only for wiping blood off my
Right?
uniform.
Bro, he used to kill us with that shit, bro.
That's
Nope,
funny.
I ain't thirsty. Nope.
That's fucking classic.
Nope.
Yeah, that's good stuff. It's just memories too. Like you guys
real.
have those memories that you can drum up and bring them up now and talk about them, and you know, and then that's really the most important thing. Like you said, we're only on this earth for a short period of time.
Yeah.
It's those memories. It's those in the moment times that are what counts. You know, having those experiences, and then you know, and all the practice that you did up until now, everything that you're doing, you did all the work, you did the practice, and now you're turning your passion of playing in sports into a purpose.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that, you know, we see that a lot on our podcast. We bring people in to take that passion and turn it into a purpose, you know, and a long-term purpose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's hard. Like some days, you know, you lose sight of it, and that's where you kind of dip into the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, you start to let the things that are going wrong in the world sort of overcome you. But you know, then I get back to it and I try to simplify, and that really helps me kind of look at the things that I should be grateful for and just really embrace that.
Gratitude, yeah. Embrace the gratitude. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. You got a lot of good perspectives on that, you know, and having that where we have to have acceptance, like you said, but then also have gratitude for what we have and not focus on the stuff that's going on in the world. I mean, there is a lot going on, and you know, the future is a little bit bleak for some of the youth in this world right now. But we have to curb that, like you said, and make sure that we're there for them to make sure that they don't go down that path. You know.
Right. There's no telling what the future holds, man. I mean, you see the jump that we made from 1990 to 2024 and how fucking wild that was. And it's only getting exponentially faster.
Yeah, big time.
So,
speeding up fast, man. Time speeding up, time linear.
But
it's time speeding up.
we're keeping it real, man, you know, and you guys are keeping it real, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity to come on here and share my story.
Yeah,
and stuff.
No, we're grateful you came on the show.
We are, man. Big time. You know, we again manifesting it, you know, thinking about it, and then all of a sudden, poof, here you are.
Yeah. Only because I mean, you know, remember, you know, Rondell's on the show. You know, Rondell. You know, my son, you know, like I had mentioned, you know, you had went to a pool party once at the house, you know, shit like that. So it's like we know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to interview him. Fuck yeah, because, you know, it's somebody that we know, someone that fucking went to play for the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
You know,
and then comes back
I mean, not
around.
everybody can say that shit. You know what I mean? And that's 100. That's being real.
Yeah.
Because it's you think it's an opportunity there for everybody. No, you got to be fucking special.
Yeah.
You know, and Zeke, I mean, he was special.
Yeah.
He was. You know, he fucking played a great game. And you know, because I used to go see, you know, go to the games because my son played. And I would see this fucking kid play. I would say, this fucking kid's amazing.
Right.
You know what I mean? How the fuck is he fucking playing high school?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you realize that dad's the coach, of course, you know, and then all this other stuff. And then you see it was his life.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
You know
bound
what
to
I mean?
happen,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. And it's manifestation again.
Yeah.
Like you said, you had to write down your goals and you manifested it, you know, and I think that's a testament that when you get older, you
But I
look
don't
back.
really think he manifested it.
I think that
Coach
it was
Motta
the
manifested
belief.
it too.
It was the belief that manifested it. It
Okay.
was like, okay, he believed in me, and that gave me the belief.
I don't think no one
You
didn't
know.
believe in you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody didn't believe
And
in you.
that takes a lot, man. That's
It
a lot.
does. Yeah.
It really does help a lot.
It does, yeah, and it's a lot
For
of
real.
it's a little pressure too. It puts a little pressure on you, but it
Yeah.
helps also relieve the pressure at the same time because you know you have that support system.
Yeah, and I thought I had it figured out, man, for sure.
Oh,
but
I
I
bet.
was little did I know I was way lost. You know.
Yeah, you're young.
Don't
then
we all?
And you look at these
Don't
kids.
we all think we got it figured out?
Right.
Till you realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you look at these young kids playing in sports now, and how things are so much different than they were when even you played. And you know, and they're young, and they're even more they're more distracted than they were before. You weren't as distracted then as they are now too. You know, with media and social media and all that bullshit. It's fucked up, man. You know.
Yeah, they didn't have that. You know, that's one thing. I mean, now in schools, because my wife works at Sebastian Middle School.
They could take our phones then.
Yeah, but they can
can't
still
touch a
take
phone
them now. But
Uh-huh.
no, yeah, they can.
They-
Because
that's
my
like-
wife takes them after you got 3 strikes or something.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the truth.
strikes, yeah.
3
One of those
strikes and then
for
they
that,
take
you
the
just
phone.
gotta- They called your
But
parents
yeah,
and said you gotta come get it.
but the thing is that the parents arguing with the teacher about the fuck you taking the phone from the
I
kid.
know, because they're like, I can't keep in touch with my kid.
You know,
they're all worried about
but you
that.
shouldn't be able to keep in touch with your
Your
fucking
kids
kids
in
at
school.
school.
I know,
What the
I know,
fuck? You
but
know what I
it's-
mean?
it's so
If we
different
need
now.
to contact you, we have plenty of phones in the office.
I
you
know, but they don't.
But
it
it's
doesn't
just
matter.
and that's a distraction because I mean, look, I'm an old fucking man, right? I get distracted by this thing.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Can you imagine a kid
It's a control.
fucking watching all fucking kinds
All
of
day
fucking
long.
crazy videos?
All day
You know,
long.
fucking Roman be watching these crazy fucking videos for hours on fucking YouTube. What the fuck are you watching, dude?
And like we talked about in the last podcast, you know, with the kids and everything, it's like they're looking at these screens and they're not seeing the outside
No.
world. They're not seeing the real world. They're not seeing the nature.
They're missing out.
They're missing
Right,
out.
and I mean, it definitely has its place. Like, we kind of have to adapt with the times, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I really do spend a lot of time trying to help promote myself
Of course.
on the phone, and
Yeah.
you know, it is part of the world that we
Yeah,
live in.
absolutely. You gotta get into it.
It is a distraction, and there's definitely a balance there with that. Like,
Gotta
I
find it.
see how it takes, what it takes, you know, from watching my partner and how often she's working.
Oh, she's
you
a
know,
beast
it's
when it
just
comes to
nonstop.
not with social media. Yeah.
I
And it's
already-
like,
But that's how, you know, let me tell you something. Gary Vee, somebody that I follow, right?
oh, she loves Gary.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
Well, because, I mean, he'll tell you, you got to post 24 times a day per media.
Yeah.
24 times. He
Dude,
said,
that's
you know,
insane.
Yeah.
I mean, 12 times, 15 times, 24 times a day.
Yeah, she does.
You should be posting on fucking social media. So that's where she's getting it from. Because Gary Vee pushes that shit.
Yeah.
You know, because, and it's the truth. He says, take advantage. It's fucking free.
It is, yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could pay for your boosting and get that, but most of it is free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just taking your time. Just put it out there. Don't worry about what the video looks like.
Yeah.
Just put it out there. And it's the truth, man. You know, a lot of us don't do it because we're lazy, me included. You know, I need to do it more. You know, like I talk about it, but I need to be about it. You know what I mean? So
You're right.
yeah,
It's
true
easy to
story.
get disheartened though with it, man.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you don't see an instant
Result.
result.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because they suppress a lot of things and it
Right.
just doesn't get out to the people you think it gets out to.
Not
yeah.
even that. It's just because you're looking for views.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're not seeing the views, and you're like, you get kind of discouraged. I'll do another video. Why? I'm going to get another view, 2 views. You understand?
Yeah.
But the whole point is
But
that don't
there-
give a fuck about
Yeah,
the views.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn the fucking thing
Content.
off. Yeah,
It's content.
It's content.
Content is
It's
key.
getting out
Content
there,
is
getting
key,
out
yeah.
there, getting out there, getting out there.
Yeah.
That people eventually gonna say, "What the fuck is this guy about?"
Yeah.
I mean, he's
is key.
fucking
That's-
out here 24
That
fucking.
one view could be
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
15
when we-
party trying to come there and, hey, we're trying to learn how to free dive.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just the guy that they sent me to do that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Speaking of that, how do they get in touch with you if somebody wants to learn about breathing and all that good stuff? Let's promote your business as well.
Primal Freediving. You can
Primal
reach
Freediving,
me
all
on Instagram, or there's a website there that
All right.
you can
What is
see
it?
all the classes. Primalfreediving.com.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's your Instagram?
Primal Freediving.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. And then any other contact information, email, anything like that?
No, I mean Primal Freediving Gmail.
It just goes right to a Gmail.
Yeah.
Okay. Primal Freediving
Okay.
Gmail. Perfect. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I guess I'm
simple.
sure.
Keep it the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I just got a logo. I'm working on trying to get like some high-end shirts done with like the logo embroidered on it.
Okay. Nice.
Maybe like give those to some people in town that would represent it, because it's a cool logo. Like I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we would do
I'll
that.
take
We
one.
would
Yeah.
do it
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
definitely
Yeah, we
would.
get shirts. We
Yeah.
got shirts made up for the podcast, so we could do that. We could hook that up for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if this hemp company, Young Maven, will hook me up with like a little discount or something, because they have some really like nice. This is one of them.
It's a hemp shirt?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a hemp
nice.
shirt.
Oh, cool.
Good.
Fuck
That
yeah,
is
man.
cool, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we got video now, so now you can see Zeke's shirt. His hemp shirt. Look at that.
For the 100th
By
episode.
design.
So 100.
Right? That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Fuck
For
yeah,
real.
man. Fuck yeah. Well, we're at
Yeah.
about 31 minutes now, so
Okay.
we can keep going, or we can.
I don't
tie it up.
know.
like-
I think not.
Yeah, yeah. We're over an hour, so that's good.
Yeah.
That went,
All
that
right,
went
so
by,
we're
that went
good.
by quick.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that
Jeez.
did go by.
Hell yeah.
So we're out.
Yeah, thanks for coming,
Thanks for
Zeke. We really
coming, bro.
appreciate
We
it.
do
We'll have
appreciate you coming, man.
yeah, we'll definitely have you on again. That was a long. That was a standing O right there. That was standing ovation. But we'll definitely have. I'd love to have you back on
For
again.
sure.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you'd be like a consistent guest and give us a progress on what you're doing.
I love talking and shooting the shit and seeing where we're all at.
Yeah, man.
with it.
Yeah, no, that was good
awesome.
to have you on here. So, all right,
That was
well,
awesome, man. So take care. God bless. Love y'all, man. Thanks
right,
for
guys.
listening. Make sure you guys share the show. Share the show, please.
subscribe, share, please.
Share the
Please
show. We
share it.
appreciate you sharing the show.
All right, guys, stay human.
Love, peace, chicken grease, baby. We out.
We out.
There you go.